Have you ever gone down a road and you come to a roadblock and you got to take a different way or detour? Has Google ever sent you on the different path that you wanted to go and you ended up somewhere you didn't want to be? Like, wait a minute, that's not where I wanted to go. That's happened to me many times. Think they know where they're going. A lot of times they don't know where they're going. Well, it's the same thing in life. A lot of times we go down a road and we're going to run into roadblocks, but we have to swerve. I always say you got to swerve. I run into problems in life. I tell myself I got to swerve. I use my mind and I think, okay, Dave, I can either turn around and go back, or it's getting too hard. I don't want to do this anymore. What should I do? I swerve. Just swerve. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you'll learn some valuable lessons. When things get hard, I say good, because I know I'm going to learn. But how many people come down this road, runners, walkers, bicyclists, dog walkers, and they just see the forest, which is beautiful, but they never get past that. They just never get past it. I mean, I understand. Why would they want to go deep in there? It's thick. This is Florida. We're in Florida, and there's a lot of swamp back there. But I'm going to show you something here in a minute, but I want to share some lyrics with you in just a minute that kind of, are they prolific? I don't know. Are they fairly simple? I think so. There's a band that we all know called Led Zeppelin, and there's some lyrics in one of their songs that goes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And someone was interviewing Robert Plant, who wrote those lyrics, and asked him, what do you mean by those lyrics? And I think we all can kind of figure out what he meant by that. But he said, it's very simple. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to change the road you're on. So I don't care how old you are, 40, 50, 60, it's never too late. It's never too late to start a diet. It's never too late to start exercising. It's never too late to start something new, a new hobby, whatever it is, just start something new. Now these swamps, doesn't look like much of a swamp now, but I'm going to walk back here and show you. I just want to show you something. You look and you think, no, I don't want to go back there. No, thank you. But if we get out of our comfort zone and we just do it, you'd be surprised. There's these little areas back here like that. See, these are game trails. And these game trails go all through here because the deer and the hogs and the bears and the cougars, well, actually there's panthers here in Florida, not cougars, but they look just like cougars. They travel these paths on a daily basis and they stay away from that main trail. They will go on that main trail, but they try to avoid human contact as much as possible. Now, I'm getting a little deep in here, but I do have my phone, so I'm pretty sure I can get my way out of here. But if I just keep following these trails, it's just interesting to me sometimes to come back here, get out of my comfort zone, explore a little bit. I'm not saying you have to do it. You can just live through me. Let me do it. You stay on that main trail. But you never know. Now it's looking a little thick over in there, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, it looks like more of a trail this way. So when things get hard, don't give up. If you want to start a diet, that's what I'm here for. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I can give you some tips that will help you in your journey, whether it's fitness, whether it's your diet, whether it's just wellness, whatever it is. Because I have made many mistakes along the way, and if I can help you not make those mistakes, then it's going to be easier for you. I started a podcast years and years ago, 8 years ago to be exact, and I didn't know anything about podcasting. I knew nothing about audio, editing audio, or a computer. I could barely even send an email. And that's the truth. I had a business. I was running a business, and I knew nothing about computers. I had someone who did the books. I had someone who sent emails if I needed one. I didn't know anything. But luckily, I had a son who knew a little bit, and he helped coach me through a lot of stuff. And that's in life, that's what we need sometimes. Someone who's been there, done it, and will help us get through those sticking points. Now, I'm going to keep following this trail. It looks like, let's see if we got, I don't know, looks a little thick back in there. And let's see, looks like here, let's go through here. So just like this walk, I'm walking into some obstacles. There's paths I don't want to go down. So I'm trying to find paths that are a little easier to walk. And those are the trails. We'll call them trails, but they're really just information that I can give you to help you on your journey. That looks pretty thick that way. Starting to open up a little bit back here. I'm going to keep walking, see where it comes. I'm thinking about turning back because it's starting to get thick. But I'm going to keep pushing. See, I'm going to tell myself to keep pushing. Keep pushing, Dave. Still, well, it's thick that way. It's thick that way. I'm going to keep pushing. See, I'm getting a little uncomfortable and my mind's telling me to stop and go back. But I don't want to go back. I want to keep pushing. I do have a GPS. If I get lost, I'll just turn off the video and I'll find my way out of here. Okay. Figure if the deer and the bears and the panther, oh, look at that. There we go. Now, who would have known? It's looking, hang on. Look at this. Look at this. See? Wow. Now, most people would have given up way back there. But look, it opened up. Oh my gosh, look how pretty it is back here. Look at this. Wow. Oh, look at some of these old trees back here too. Some of these trees have to be like hundreds of years old. Look what I'm seeing back here. Look what I'm learning. Look at that old tree there. Okay. So it got a little difficult. I got a little, I won't say scared, but I didn't turn back. I kept going. I kept pushing, and look what I found. It's beautiful. Now, who would know that this is back here? I don't want to get too far back in here. But I guess my point is, I just want to share this as an example of what we can do. We get out of our comfort zone, push a little harder than we normally would, and the rewards are going to be great. I promise you, they will be great. You're not going to get on this journey, if you're on a journey for your health and your fitness, you're not going to, if you run into those roadblocks and you get past those roadblocks, you're not going to look back and go, man, I wish I hadn't done that. No, you're going to say, great, good. It was difficult, but I kept pushing and I did it. So keep pushing. I'll be here. Stay tuned for more videos. If I can help you, leave me a comment. Tell me what you're struggling with. I'd be more than happy to share any information that I have that I can share with you with my 40 years of fitness, health, wellness. Yeah, just leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. So I could keep pushing, but I think I'm gonna go back. But it is beautiful back here. I could probably just sit here beside a tree. That's all you hear back here. So, well, I hear tinnitus in my ears, but if that wasn't there, that's it. You just hear the wind in the trees. I'm glad I came back here. No idea how pretty it was back here. And you know what? 99% of the people who walk and ride their bikes down that trail, the main road, have no clue this is back here. Guarantee it. So like Robert Plant says, it's never too late to change the road you're on. Swerve, don't stop. So I decided to come out and, you know what? I would love to have a secret weapon in my back pocket. A secret weapon that, kind of like Batman, where he could just pull something out of his belt and rappel himself to safety, him and Robin. Wouldn't you like that? Well, you do. You got me. I'm your secret weapon. I've got so many years of experience, and I just want to share it. So if you're struggling with something, if you're going through a hard time, mentally, physically, health-wise, let me know in the comments. And if there's anything I can do to help, I would most certainly try to do the best I can to help you. I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a guru, I'm none of those things. I just got a lot of real world. I'm 65 years old. So I've got a little experience, got some wisdom behind me, and I've been in fitness most of those years. And I've got a lot of different things that are happening right now. I just joined a gym after 25 years. Now I worked out at home, but I just joined a gym because, I'm getting up in age, and that comes with the old age, senior citizen discount, whatever it is. I get that gym pretty cheap, pretty much free, if you will. So why not take it? So I tried to do it. And I'm finding it. It was good. It got me out of my comfort zone. It got me doing something different. It's traffic on this road. Nobody goes out there in the swamp ever, or very seldom. Some hunters do. But 90% of the people, 99 probably % of the people will never go back in there. They'll never see what's back there. They'll never experience that. And it's the same goes with health and fitness. 90% or more of people that start a diet will fail. 90% of the people will die before they ever realize their full potential. Those statistics are crazy, but it's the truth. Every time there's a roadblock, every time I hit a roadblock, myself good, because I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn something, and you will too. When you go on a path that's a little harder than you're normally used to, you're going to find that you'll learn something. And that's when we grow. We don't grow when things are easy. When things are easy, you're not growing. You're just the easy road. Swerve. It's time to, I always tell myself when I get to a certain point, things are rough, things are hard, I say it's time to swerve. I have to swerve. Now, wherever that swerve takes me, you don't know. But the lyrics to this song by a very famous band called Led Zeppelin, a song that I've loved for years. It's probably one of the most famous songs ever. And you know where he got the inspiration for that song? He got that inspiration for that song sitting around a fire. That's the story anyway. And if true, I can believe it. Because these songwriters get inspiration in all different kind of ways. But he was sitting around a fire and got inspiration for that song. One of the most famous songs that was ever written. I'm sure you've heard it. And if you haven't, go look it up. Led Zeppelin, you young folks, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. It's a great song. Used a lot, can get old, but I didn't say that. No, it's a great song. Listen to it. You won't be sorry.